children, how are you? I hope you're all fine at home and be safe. Okay, so let me start. So before going to start, I would like to introduce myself. I am Pallavi. I am working as a academic leader for the 6th and 7th standard. Okay, so today I am welcome you warm welcome for you all for the Gurudeva online classes. Okay, so today I am dealing with the subject the science. Okay, please children look at this plant. Okay, this plant shows that about the subjects. Okay, so just to consider this whole plant as a science. Okay, in this plant you are getting some of the leaves and some of the branches. Okay, here I have written 3 branches. What are those? The first one is physics, second one is biology, and the third one is the chemistry. Okay, these 3 are the branches of the science. So today we are going to discuss about the science subject. Under that, the branch which is I am dealing with the branch, that is the biology. Okay, I hope you understood. Okay, so let me start the lesson. Before going to start the lesson, I have done assistive method. Okay, assistive method means self-study technique. Why we have to follow the self-study technique method? For the sake of your reference. Okay, to understanding deeply in for each and every concept, you need to be refer the technique, that is the assistive method. Okay, so I hope you completed the assistive method. Let me start the lesson. Today we are going to dealing with the science subject and the biology. In the biology branch, I have taken one of the most important topic, that is the living organisms, characteristics and the habitat. Okay, so before we start this, I would like to I want to remember you some points. What are those points? Here in the topic name, the living organisms, characteristics and habitat. Okay, you are very familiar with the word, that is the living. Okay, what is this living? Okay, in our surrounding we have seen some creatures, small creatures. Those creatures we are going to call that as organisms. Okay, those organisms again we are going to classify into 2. What are those? Okay, the first one is living, the second one is non-living. Okay, the first one is living, the second one is the non-living. Okay, so what's the meaning of this living? Living means the organisms which have life in them, we are going to prefer or we are going to refer those as living organisms. In the same way, what is the meaning of the non-living? Non-living nothing but the organisms which don't have life in them. We are going to call that as under the column, that is the non-living organisms. Okay, so let me say the example for the living organisms. What is that? Most example for the living organisms, human beings. Okay, human being. What is the non-living things means? Already I told that non-living thing means the organisms which they don't have life in them, we are going to call those as a non-living organisms. Example for the non-living organisms, chair. Okay, so this is the 2 definitions I told it. Why I had labeled these 2 words, living and non-living? Because to understand this lesson, the living organisms, characteristics and the habitat, you have to know the meaning of the living and as well as the non-living things. Right? Okay, fine. Next, before we understood the meaning of the living and as well as the non-living. Okay, now we have all together, you people and me, all together we have to watch one video. Why madam is saying like that? Yes, there is an intention. Okay, so my dear children, please you should watch the video very carefully. Okay, after that video just I am going to asking you some questions. Means just you going to understand each and every scene and you have to remember it. Okay. So let us see the video.
Paheli and Bhoju went on vacation to many places of interest. One such trip took them to the river Ganga in Rishikesh. They climbed the mountains of the Himalayas where it was very cold. They saw many kinds of trees on these mountains, oaks, pines and deodars, very different from the ones near their home on the plains. In yet another trip, they traveled to Rajasthan and moved on camel through the hot desert. They collected different kinds of cactus plants from this trip. Finally, they went on a trip to Puri and visited the sea beach dotted with casuarina trees. While recollecting all the fun that they had on these trips, a thought struck them. All these places were so different from one another. Some were cold, some were hot, some were dry, and some places so humid. And yet, all of them had many organisms of various kinds.
Pahli, do you think of a place on the earth where there may not be any living things?
I don't think so, Bhojo. There will be.
Bhojo thought of a places near his home. Inside the house, he tried the cupboards.
Oh my god, tiny spider. It is outside the home too.
Hey, wow! How wonder!
There did not seem to be any place he could think of that did not have living creatures of some kind of the other.
First, we went on trip to River Ganga where we found the aquatic animals like fish, crab and tadpoles etc. Next, we went to Himalayas. There we found different varieties of oaks, pines and deodars. And then we went to Rajasthan where we found the cactus that survives in dry land. At last, we went to Odisha and went to Puri beach. We had seen Cageria trees. So, we can understand that the different varieties of living organisms survive in different climatic conditions.
Dear children, I hope you watched the video very carefully. Okay, right? And also you enjoyed with the video. Okay. So in that video, the two members, okay, they are gone for trip, and in that trip they had seen several places. Okay. In that several places, they had seen some amazing facts. What are those amazing facts? Okay, let me say in a brief. Okay, so regarding that video, I would like to say some points. What are those? Those two members, they had visited many places. Okay, so among that, I have chosen only the 3 or 4 places. Okay, the first one is they had seen the mountains. In the mountain, they had seen many variety of animals. Okay, and they had seen the rivers. In that rivers, they had seen many small creatures. They are living inside the water. And that finally, they had visited the desert, Rajasthan desert. In that Rajasthan desert, they had seen some of the animals and also plants where they live in a desert area. Okay, so after coming back from those places, those two members, they are sit together and they are discussing themselves. Okay, we have seen all these places, but in all these places there is no common fact. Means the area surrounding the organisms, it is not at all the same. Means I mean to say the organisms where they are living in those areas completely they are differ from one to another. Okay, this is the very simple thought they thought in their mind. Okay, after that what happened? Immediately they are going to start to thinking. Okay, in our surrounding of the house. Okay, shall we see such type of organisms? There is a question arise in their mind. Immediately they are going to start to search the organisms. Okay, at that time they are going inside of the home and they search in the cupboards. Okay, in the cupboard they had seen a cockroach, a small organisms, a spider, cockroach, they are living inside the cupboard. At that time, immediately they are going to think in their mind, okay, all these creatures or organisms, they are not at all living in a particular area, they are living surrounding of us. Okay, so from this point, what we understood that wherever the organisms, wherever the places, wherever the area, definitely there might be a small organisms living there with respect to their body conditions. Okay, so from this video, those two members, they understood that, okay, all the area or all the surrounding area where they have gone, they are going to compare the one to other place. So suppose if you go for the journey or if you go for the Himalayan mountains, okay, immediately what do you feel there? Immediately you feeling very cold. Why do you feel that? Because in our regions we are not at all facing such type of a cold. Okay, we are facing the cold in the month of only the December. Even though that much of cold, we are not, anytime we are not suffering from that cold, right? Okay, so in those areas, when you gone for the Himalayan mountains, definitely you are not at all ready to lead the life in the mountain regions because of this heavy cold. Okay, but those organisms, they are adjust for that environment, they are lead their life there. Okay, so this is the one point I want to say about those places to make you understand very clearly. Okay, so let me continue. The another one objective, that is the organisms and surrounding where they live. Okay, so the organisms, as we discussed already after watching the video, I told you people, okay, in a mountain area you are going to see the animals. Okay, some of the mountain regions, some of the animals you could have seen in the beaches or a sea, some of the animals you could have seen in a desert areas. Okay, all these are we are going to call that as an organisms. But those organisms where they live, definitely that surrounding area, it is differ from one place to another place, right? Okay, so organisms and the surrounding where they live means that these three areas, definitely they are differ from one to another. Children, so before going to start the activity 1, okay, just you remember what you had seen, what you had watched in a video. Okay, those video, it is very important, you have to substitute in these columns. Okay, so what is this activity? Activity number 1, what is this? Okay, as we discussed before, okay, surroundings, different surroundings, they are having a different organisms, right? So to prove this, we have to conduct one small activity. What is that? Okay, that is, you have to, in this activity 1, you have to make 5 columns. Under those 5 columns, the first column is forest and mountain, in desert, in sea and any other areas. Okay, so you have to list out in the forest area which are the animals you could have seen, and which are the plants you could have seen, and which type of a soil you could have seen, which type of a leaves you could have seen. Type of a leaf means dry leaves or a wet leaves. Okay, so like this you must list out in this particular columns. Okay, so particularly we are referring in a forest. What is this? In a forest area, how many types of animals, how many types of plants, how many types of organisms will you identify? Just to think over that. Okay, definitely if we have gone through that, definitely we may see or we may see many organisms we can see in a forest area. Okay, so just children, I hope you understood the activity and you have to go through these columns and you should fill up that. Okay, in a forest area, animals, plants and any other things, means a type of a soil or pebbles. Pebbles nothing but a small stones. Okay, you are getting a small stones, even though you have to write with respect to the columns. Okay, when you list out this column, this particular activity, definitely you are going to understood that oh, in the different areas, different animals we are getting, right? Okay, I hope you are completing this activity, okay, and you have to fulfill the activity with respect to the column, and you have to write the organisms in the particular columns, okay. So let me stop here, okay. In the tomorrow session we are going to discuss about the different organisms that are living in a different area. We have to consider only the two areas, okay. The first one is the sea and another one is a forest area, okay. By considering these, or in a desert or in sea, we can consider these two areas, and we have to follow the, or we have to continue the lesson. How the organisms live in these two areas, in the sea and as well as in a desert area, okay. Before going to start the session, I would like to request you, please, you have to keep in touch with the studies every day through writing and as well as the reading, okay. Thank you.
Dear children, I am giving you now one of the example of the activity number 1. As I told you, in that activity 5 columns are there: animals, plants and other objects you have to fulfill in those columns, okay. The 5 columns are in the forest, on mountains, in the desert, in the sea and in any other areas, okay. So the first one, in the first column, in the forest area, the animals are example lion, tiger, monkey, etc. In the same way, on the mountains region, the animals are snow, leopard, yak, mountain and goat, etc. In the desert area, the animals are camels, rats, snakes, etc. In the sea, squids, octopus, fishes, crab, etc. So, in any other areas, in the humid areas, which are the animals we could have seen? For example, you can observe some of the small snakes, okay. Like that, I am going to the plants. In a forest area, which are the plants we are going to be see? Okay, almost all variety of plants we could have see in a forest areas. On mountain regions, oaks, pines and deodars, etc. In a desert area, we could have see the plants, for example, cactus, desert, sage, barrel cactus, etc. In the sea area, we could have see the plants, oak, red cedar, wax myrtle, etc. In any other areas, the plants example, a small plants we can observe in a humid conditions or in a dry places. Next, I will give some of the examples for the variety of a soil we could have seen in these particular areas. For example, first column, in a forest area, almost all variety of a soil we could have seen. In the same way, on mountains region, rocky, mixture of soil and small rocks we can identify here. Next, in the desert area, pure sand, small stones, etc. In the sea level, sand dunes, desert soil, etc. Okay, so for your reference, I had given examples of the animals, plants and as well as the soil. My dear children, by observing this chart, you have to frame further animals, plants, variety of soils or variety of soils, variety of rocks you can add in those particular columns. Okay, I hope you understood. Okay, please you utilize this chart. Okay, thank you.